That nerd punk games. DMB Games presents Playtown 3. Once again, I've woken up in an unknown place. First, I should probably find the keycard. The path up ahead is blocked, so I can't go that way. Now it's time to open the door. The calendar has stopped at 2013. Let's go ahead and turn these 3 dials. Huh? Who are you? I can't see that one's face clearly. It keeps staring at me from up ahead, but I can't get any closer. Now let's head back and look for another path. The power is back on. This place is pretty quiet. First, let's go through this door. I need a keycard, so I'll have to look for it. Oh, I just need to step on the cubes on the wall and climb up. I have to crouch to get in here. Let's keep moving forward by jumping so we don't fall here too. As a reward, we can get a keycard. Even if I fall from here, it's okay. I can restart from the moment I got the keycard. Then let's open the door with the green keycard. There is a magnificent statue of Steg. It looks cool. There's a plank blocking the door here. Wow, there was no sound, but I still startled myself. Do you remember the note we just saw said case 10? We need to set the volume here to 10. Following this, you can go to the staff-only area. This place could be called a messy storage room. I can see boxes all over this room, but I can't open them right now. Just so you know, I need to find a box cutter here. I've played this game multiple times and looked for the box cutter in this room, but it doesn't seem to be in a fixed location. It was here this time. If you decide to play this game yourself, you can keep this part in mind. And we found the hammer here. I can hear an electrical buzzing sound coming from somewhere. Radishaurus says, the playground is fun, but some games never end.
I smell human flesh. Keep out!
It's a pretty cool playground, but hearing that friend's voice makes me feel strange. In the middle, there's an unknown box. It's locked with a key. I'll need to look for a key somewhere around here. Oh, here's another note. To keep looking for the key, I have to go to a hidden part of this playground. Now it's time to open the box. I'm excited to see what treasure is inside. A cute treasure is inside. This note could be called a hint for the puzzle. You have to move it yourself to press this button. Look, the shutter above is opening. I know what I have to do here. The shutter on the opposite side is opening too. Good, let's do the same thing here. I'm done here too. It looks like I've finished what I needed to do. So let's go back. This opened up. I can see something like a remote in front of me. This is called a crystal remote. This remote can be charged with this. Now I can use this remote to open the door. Oh, this can charge energy too. It needs to be charged one more time. It looks like there's nothing more to check here. It looks like it needs charging again. Now we are going deeper and deeper. I can see a hand truck in front of me. What? Why is the timer running?
Of gas. Get out. If I wreck this place.
No! 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 If that timer runs out, I'll face yet another ending.
Of gas. Get out here. If I rip this place apart.
Actually, if that guy notices me, he'll chase me like crazy. But thankfully, he just let it slide. But what on earth is inside this thing? Let's quickly push this. What the? I have to keep watching out for Radishaurus's attack.
The order made me what I am. And now you will see why you should be afraid.
To survive, I have to hide. Let's go quickly. There's not much time left. What? I heard an ominous sound. I have to hide. Let's wait again until the sound of footsteps comes. I hope I don't get attacked again, and I'll charge right in. I still have no idea what's inside there, but anyway, we're almost at our destination. There's not much time left, so I really hope it doesn't attack me. This feels like American football, except the ball is a truck. As you can see, I also have to cross to the opposite side here. In order to do that, the remote needs to be charged. First, let's take out the hidden coin here. I got the key card. I don't need any more explanation, right? to EIE Archive. Here is a videotape. This room requires playing the video to pass through.
This is Dr. L. Ashford, Senior Researcher of the I Order. If you're hearing this, there's still time. Time to stop Project Lunaro. Hex-Core's project. It's gone wrong. Lunaro, an apex predator. Cyan, fast, self-aware, Hex-Core's weapon. They needed him to take over the world, but he's out there, on the loose. You have to stop him, or it's over. You'll find a note about it somewhere in this room. Case 12, Lunaro. Please find it. No. Not now.
Where are my...
Case 6, Splotch. She's here. Splotch, please, don't!
The door is opening with a creaking sound. It's here. Don't fall in the water. It's me, Water Doc. It's an automatic door. This is really convenient. Huh? What is it this time? This time it seems I've arrived at a strange facility. First, I'll charge the remote. And I acquire the gear here. As you can see, 3 gears are needed to open this door. A white light has turned on at the door in front of me. Now I can open that door.
Robbers, he should be the construction site, so get him back to his habitat.
As expected, this place isn't safe either. When the gauge fills up, just use the remote to make it work. And you just saw me acquire the 2nd gear, right? To surface, the Order ensures safety. The Order is not responsible for death. Now it's time to install the 2nd gear. And I can enter this door now too. There are so many cool uniforms here. Can I pick one and wear it? And there are lots of jewels too. I'd like to take them. Dang, I used this by mistake.
You are trespassing.
Holy! I can put that guy to sleep with this remote. Now that I've got the last gear, it's time to open the door. There's another friend in front of me. Let's launch a surprise. Nice. There is one hidden secret here. It's easy to pass by this place without noticing it. Here is a poor bouncy bear. I have a feeling we might meet again soon. Our journey continues, of course after charging. Radishaurus Radish Forest? Wow, this looks super fun. Haha, let's go.
One wrong step.
that friend also really likes electricity. Sometimes when that friend is blocking the passage, you can do this, since that friend likes it so much. I'll tease that one more time. Hey, what are you doing? What the? Why is the game acting up suddenly? No!
One wrong step, and I will be right behind you.
Let's go quickly. First, let's remember what this looks like. In this area, there are 3 missions. That means there are also 3 of what we just saw, right? Just looking at it, it's hot lava. We mustn't fall in. Even if you fall, the checkpoints are well set up, so you can immediately try again. And I just acquired a glitched radish. We just need to attach this radish to the structure we saw earlier. And with that, one is solved. And there's another one that looks exactly the same up ahead. Following that, there is a Radishaurus lair ahead. In this place, all we have to do is collect 3 eggs and place them in the center. Nice! Let's do this! By the way, we can see the 3rd door up ahead too. And to go in there, we need to acquire the keycard. There's a friend up ahead who seems to be suffering from insomnia. Let's help that one get a good night's sleep. Good night, friend. See you on the flip side? Great. Why is that guarding this place? Why is that so smart? What? Why isn't it working? Then one more time. Oh, that friend is just leaving. Actually, at this point, I had forgotten to place the radish on the other structure. I forgot about this. Now all I have to do is escape to here. Welcome to the Dark Hollow. Am I in a facility-like place again this time?
13 years and I still hear it. That little necklace of hers would catch the light like it still meant something. Tell me, Father, do you really think you deserve that door to open?
I went to the next room too, but I feel like something is blocked again. Huh? Why are you coming here?
No more warnings. I will do what I must.
No, I am being chased again. No! No special explanation is needed. I just need to escape and survive. But the corridor is quite dark, so we need to run carefully and make sure not to trip. As we run, there are gates everywhere, so we need to open them all. What? Hex core? Fortunately, blocked by the rock, that friend can no longer chase me. It's the same this time, but I'm slowly losing track of where I'm going. Whoa, I remember this anvil. I've been killed by the steg many times, but I still miss it. I need to pick up the crowbar on the floor and open the crate I saw earlier. Huh?
You're not supposed to be here.
Phew. I almost died again for a moment. Restroom? Steg says, wash your hands. What on earth is that supposed to mean? There are pieces of soap scattered all over this restroom. That means all I have to do is place a piece of soap on each of the 5 sinks. But why does placing soap on the sinks have anything to do with opening the door? And why is there soap in the toilet? Everyone, please flush the toilet after using it. Ah, it's very dirty, but I have no choice. I knew this would happen. Anyway, it looks like the other door has finally opened. Workshop? What was that noise just now? I was just reading a memo, but I felt like I almost died. I have entered the workshop here. I just need to pick up the ingot here and put it into the compressor. That ingot will turn into some kind of item shortly. Wow, it's turned into a key. I want this compressor. If I just had this compressor, I wouldn't have to worry about keys no matter where I go. What? The owner's room? Victor Crane? What an amazing study room. I wish I had one like this at home. I'll open the vent cover with the screwdriver I just got and move forward. I don't know what dangers await in the ventilation shaft, but I'll go quickly.
Lunaro has vanished. We must reconsider. The war was not meant to begin without him.
He's strong. Yeah, real scary. But he's not here. Todmot's here. He's big, loud, and heavy.
You are suggesting we start a global war with a loud and heavy muscles?
At least he doesn't wander off. Lunaru takes his time. Todmot just smashes what's in front of him.
Rude logic, but not wrong.
See? That's why I do the thinking.
Prefer the first legend.
I haven't seen that Yolt in quite a while. There's a fork in this ventilation shaft. I don't know why there's a TV in the ventilation shaft, but it says, "We know you are here." I will wait until the yolt passes by.
Access denied. The ice day watches.
I need to pass through ahead, but the way is blocked. I need to move forward, but a security camera is blocking my way. I just need to destroy this. Wow, let's go in.
World forgot about us. They turned their backs, thinking the Eye Order was dead. Just a story. A myth. Fools. We never left. We've been waiting, growling, watching. And now the time has come. Every hidden door, every secret passage, every locked gate beneath California will open. The world above will hear the sound of steel and marching boots. A storm is coming. Our forces will rise from the depths, and everything in our way will be destroyed. This isn't just an attack. This isn't just a war. This is our new beginning. We will take everything. Every city, every nation, every soul will obey. And those who fight back will be wiped out. This is the rise of the Order.
Alert. Unauthorized presence detected on Demetrius Observation Bridge. Intruder is visibly alarmed and in a state of shock.
Hi. Haha, I've been exposed that I'm here. Well, let's look around this place to pass through as well. This place also requires a key card. I just need to use the charged remote here. I can open the door across the way, not this one. This section clearly looks like a crossing area for this place. I fell, but I can climb back up using the ladder. This parkour stage requires precise timing. There is nothing particularly difficult, so I will run quickly. He's still in the transfer hall? Jesus, what is it this time? Is it another dinosaur to kill me? I'm going while checking to see if I'm missing anything on the floor, but there's nothing particularly visible. There's a keycard reader here. Suddenly, this room is full of traps. Oops! This place also needs no special explanation. I just need to be careful and pass through. I see a familiar device here. I know how to do it because I tried it earlier. I've come back to a place similar to a lab. I'm not surprised no matter where I go now. But where is this sound of footsteps coming from? I see a familiar face up there.
Join us now, or face Thought. Tom had a little brother, you know. Bigger, meaner. One choice leads to purpose, the other to him.
What on earth is the Yolt saying? I guess I have no choice but to move forward and check. Why is there suddenly sand? Is a pyramid going to appear? What is this place now? Thudmud's silent desert. Then let's go into this place.
I'll crush your bones one by one.
I especially need to be careful of noise here.
You're just a pancake with extra steps.
I need to move quite agilely here. That's because the Thudmud is pursuing me faster than I thought. Here's a kettlebell. I need to pick this up and go to the switch-like places scattered throughout this area. I need to place it up here. Since this kettlebell isn't fixed when placed here, I'll set it down so it doesn't fall. Also, I can use the noise of the twigs to lure that friend. Here is one more kettlebell. Now there is only one left. Wow, the kettlebell fell here. If I place all 3 kettlebells, the door will open. Huh? Why are you coming here?
You've seen too much. The Order watches, and the Order silences. Silences.
This time too. I just need to quickly escape the pursuit. It looks like I've returned to the experimental facility.
Stop. The bridge is unstable.
Somehow, I think I'll meet that friend in the next chapter. If a next chapter exists, that is. There is nothing underneath here. What? Was there another villain? I need to be careful of all the creatures I see in this facility. I've arrived at yet another new place. And we need to be especially careful of the rubber duck in front of me. The moment I touch it, the game ends. I'm starting to think that the strongest thing in this game might be that rubber duck. Of course, since we can't swim, we have to move the boat. But this doesn't work. I need something. I can't see it clearly. Oh, a propeller. I can attach it to this boat. You can control this boat by pressing the buttons. The special thing about it is that once one button is pressed, the others can't be used until it's released. It's a little difficult to control, but it's easy once you know the trick. I was able to cross over safely. I came sliding all the way down the slide. I haven't been on one in quite a while, and I see something familiar up ahead. For some reason, I think I have to free that trapped friend. I see a keycard reader up ahead. I have a feeling this remote will need charging again. Oh, there's one more up ahead. Huh?
Thank you. You actually freed me. I've been in that cell for so long. I thought no one would ever come. Wait, I remember you. Claire's father.
What? You could talk? Hey, why didn't you talk to me until now? Of course, there is nothing hidden in the prison. First, Steg doesn't seem dangerous, so let's follow him. What? Why are you suddenly coming back?
Yo called me a failure. Said I wasn't worth fixing. Left me here to rot like junk. But I'm still standing, and I'm not done yet. I'll help you out.
Wow, I never expected Steg would help me. Hey, where is this? Are you trying to lure me into a trap? Huh? What?
Go in that room. I heard something.
Hey, I didn't hear anything. It looks like I just need to go through the door in front of me. The door won't open. Hey, what are you doing? Huh? Why is that appearing here?
Who are you?
But better.
What the? Hey Steg, get up! No! What in the world happened?
I'm sorry.
I want to see Steg up close, but it's blocked, so I can't get there. This time, it's a parkour stage. No explanation needed, right? I just need to cross over. Even if I fall, there's no need to worry. I can start again from here. Then I'll quickly cross over. I survived again. Huh? What is this? I came to my senses and woke up again in a dark place. Let's make sure to take the flashlight.
You're not lost. You're exactly where I want you.
What? Do I have to wander through this dark maze? What should I do? Holy! No!
You're not lost. You're exactly where I want you.
I don't know where to go, but let's just go quickly for now. Oh, is this the exit? Fortunately, it seems that friend can't follow me all the way here. Oh no, there's ketchup spilled all over the place. And here's the key card. What is that door up ahead? Is it Hexcore's room? What? It was right here.
You thought this was the end? It's only the beginning. The war has just begun, and you're already too late. Hope, that word died long before you got here. Hexcore doesn't fall. It infects. It spreads. You are too far gone, Hexcore. Darn it. None of this would have happened if you hadn't rebelled. I wish you could have seen what the Order really became before it destroyed you. Darkness doesn't die. Are you sure? More eye guards are coming. Destroy everything. Hexcore is dead!
The end. The journey of this game has finally come to an end. Thank you for joining me on this great journey so far. Please show lots of interest and love for this game.